What's up, El Paso? Welcome back to this week's episode of Annie's Adventures and Friends. I have some amazing guests I cannot wait to introduce you to. We're going to get a lot of great educational information. Please go out, follow them, support them, and reach out to me if you're looking for anything. But thank you, as always, for going local. So let me flip this camera around and introduce our businesses today. All right. Thank you guys for joining me today. I appreciate your all's time. So over here, I have Miss Vanessa Tena and Eric Vela, all right, with the El Paso Sheriffs Department. Thank you guys so much for coming in today.
Thank you for having us.
And then over here, I have the beautiful ladies of KNJ Therapeutic Writing Gentle Rains. We have Noel, we have Michelle, and Lorena. Thank you guys so much for coming in today. I appreciate you.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Real quick, we're just gonna go and do a deep dive into each business, see what they have going on, what's coming up, if they need anything from the community, and also they're gonna let us know if they have any tips or advice for businesses out there and how they market, because this is an educational podcast as well. A lot of business owners out there follow, so we wanna save them some steps if we can, right? So without further ado, let me go on and start with the ladies of the KNJ. All right, ladies, I'm so excited to finally meet you in person. I have to tell you, we've been kind of communicating for about a month, 2 months, and I wanted to help just really have you on, feature you guys, try and send some business to you guys. You guys have had KNJ for 12 years now, yes. No? Yes? So tell me, you guys do a deep dive. Tell me all about you guys.
Okay, well, I'm the owner. My business has been over, like you said, 12 years.
Yeah.
I am not out myself right now. I'm 40 years old. I've been in the business since I was 18.
Awesome.
So I just fell in love with it.
Yeah.
You know, I moved back from LA. I needed a job. A family friend of ours, their child went through this program.
Yeah.
And I thought I was going to teach these kids something.
Uh-huh.
And I got in there and I just loved it.
Yes.
These kids changed me. And
really?
It just changed me. I saw how much horses can do for the community.
Mm-hmm. They're so gentle.
Oh, and they read emotions really
I was just going to say, like, I had a horse for a very short stint, and it was just so neat, and building that relationship from not knowing to like getting them to trust you and things like that. And, you know, it's just a really special bond.
It is.
Yeah. So I'm excited to learn about your all's therapy lessons that you do, and you guys are also available to the public for horse riding. Yes.
Yes.
All right. So take it away.
Well, so we give lessons to individuals with special needs, emotional, physical, or mental, sorry. And we also give lessons to individuals that just don't need, they just want to be around horses.
Yes.
So horses, I don't know if everyone knows this, but first off, they have the closest thing to a human walk.
I did not know that.
They do.
Wow.
So the individuals that can't walk very well, they can't walk at all. If we get them on the horse, their body gets the sensation that they're walking.
No way. Mm-hmm. That's amazing.
And they actually just grooming the horse takes 20% of your stress away.
Yes.
A lot of my clients are autistic.
Okay.
So they don't like to communicate to their caregivers, parents, or even us.
Sure.
But they'll communicate to the horse. Mm-hmm. And that opens them up a little bit more.
Okay.
To be able to communicate.
Sure.
They get more confident.
Yeah.
And secure within themselves, and their parents and their guardians get more confident with the situation. So it just works with building everybody's confidence.
100%. Oh,
yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's great work. And for 12 years, you guys have been doing this. I can only imagine the lives you guys have helped change.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I have a lot of stories.
I bet. And so how many horses do you guys have?
Right now, we have 6, with actually 2 more coming on from the rescue.
The rescue.
Thunder Ranch.
What? How does that work? The rescue.
So I'm a volunteer at KNJ, but I also have experience rescuing horses, and so over the summer I saw a group of horses online that were headed down to be slaughtered in Mexico unless they were purchased.
Oh my goodness.
So I did a really quick fundraiser online, and we raised $2,000 in like 2 days.
Wow.
And bought the horses. Moved them over to my property, minus one that we still have to pick up. But we've been working with them. Noel's been training them and stuff like that. Lenore's adopting one of them, and so they're going to actually end up in the program and come over to her ranch and help those students.
That is so cool.
Yeah, it's super cool. It's like a dream come true for her.
So when you're saving these horses, they're eligible for adoption?
They Right, yeah, they are when it works out. I mean, I happen to be volunteering here with these
So it's
two.
perfect, right?
Yeah, and so the horse that we've got on the way, it sort of depends on their behavior, what their temperament is, how much we can train them up. But there's, you know, not a super tight plan for where that horse is going to go. So they potentially could be eligible for adoption.
Well,
but yeah.
Wow. And like as you're talking, it's making me think, because horses are not cheap pets to have.
Right, yeah.
So is there anything that people can do to donate to help, you know, with feed or anything like that?
Yeah, we are on Instagram. We're River Thunder Ranch.
River Thunder Ranch.
Yeah, we're constantly posting. You can check out our rescues. You can see the two that are going over to their ranch soon. They're super sweet, amazing horses. And then we have a website, River Thunder Ranch, too, where we sell t-shirts and stuff like that.
Yeah, to raise money.
Yeah,
okay.
to raise money.
So cool.
Yeah.
I mean, because El Paso's a big dog lover town, right? I mean, Fit Fam, everybody's dogs that are missing is on there, and we find them like that, and adopting dogs.
Yeah.
It's excellent.
Yeah.
But man, we got horses too.
Oh, yeah.
This is beautiful. I love that you guys do that work. That's awesome. And it's not something you think of, and it's a lot more difficult probably to figure all the logistics out for that. So it's really cool that there's dedicated people for that. So thank you for what you guys are doing. So we have therapeutic writing. We have writing for the public. You're also saving horses. You guys have events as well. Tell me about.
Yeah, we do. We have horse camps available for our kiddos and also adults if they want to join. We had a couple this summer. I think we're going to do one in the winter. It just depends on the weather.
Sure.
We also have a community within Fort Bliss as well. So a lot of the military families, you know, they come out to El Paso and they're looking for something to do, and they can come out and volunteer, or they can bring their kiddos to ride, or they can ride themselves. We just want the community to know that we're here for them, anything that they need, because horses definitely change lives and they save lives.
100%.
And it takes a community to love on these horses, you know, and you can just tell the changes. Like Noel's had, I think, clients, 12 years, I guess, and you've seen them grow.
Wow.
And
You've had them that long.
I have a student that started with me at 8, and he's now 26.
Dude, that says so much about you, your staff, your volunteers, and your establishment. That says so much. Wow, that's very cool.
We love our students.
Yeah, they're like family, it seems like, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
It really is.
That's
I mean,
so
you're
cool.
literally doing life with these people, which is so beautiful.
Yeah.
You know? And there is such a calling for the special needs. You know, people that are struggling with like just anything. I believe that everybody might be struggling with something.
I think, honestly, everybody should talk to a therapist or counselor, because we all have stuff to talk about. Big, small, whatever it is, like who doesn't have things to lighten their load a little bit, right?
Absolutely. So just having them come out, like a lot of people, what I've seen in the past, like people might be a little fearful because this is a 2,000-pound animal. You know?
Right.
So just sitting by them, grooming them, like we definitely, KNJ's offered games, and I mean, they can put barrettes on the horse, like do glam.
I saw the kids painting them.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
so sweet.
The activities, and they love, we also do like a treat bar, like where the kids and the adults can make actually treats for the horses and
No
then
way,
feed
I wanna
it
do
and
that.
stuff. Yeah.
That sounds so fun.
Yeah, it is.
That's
Awesome.
cool, because I know there's businesses I've had on here that do like what is it, baby goat yoga and things like that.
Yeah.
That's other forms of therapy. And this is, dude, I want to go make a treat and feed it to a horse. That sounds like a fun day to me. So where are you guys located?
We're actually located in Canyon.
Canadillo. Okay, very nice. Right by where?
Off of Strahan Road.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
the best way. Animal Rescue League, we're around that area.
Okay, very cool. Awesome. And so how do people follow you on social media?
We have a Facebook, we have Instagram, and we actually have Google.
Okay.
So that's our main sources right now.
Excellent. And that's going to be at KNJ Therapeutic Writing Gentle Reins.
Yeah, so it's KNJ_therapeutic_writing. And then if they ever want to book, they can just Google us and call our phone number, or they can DM us on Instagram.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Easy peasy.
absolutely.
Is there anything else that we want to mention that we haven't touched on? Anything coming up? I know the holidays are right around. I actually think that maybe horse riding would be a dope gift to give somebody.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Vanessa, what do you think?
Absolutely. We will have gift cards available.
There we
if you guys
go.
are interested in it, just either DM us or you can text me too. My number's available.
Yeah.
We can get you guys set up on that.
I love that. And
And
what-
on some horses.
Yes, and because I have people, I've been doing this 13 years now, and so I've had people message me literally for everything, and I can just imagine like all the kind of cool things that you guys can help them with, like date night, marriage proposals, like just special things like that, or someone's coming back in from overseas and you want to spend that time and that bonding moment with the kids or whatever it is. There's so many different reasons and whys you would do this, guys. And we're here in El Paso, Texas, West freaking Texas. We ride horses here. Get out there, get on a horse and love on a horse. Do we cover everything, guys?
We also have a donkey, by the way.
Shut your mouth. What do you mean? That's adorable.
And he's actually like one of the biggest stars too. I can't believe we forgot him.
Is his name the donkey? No. I'm just thinking of Shrek.
Well, he's named Sprocket. Unless he
Sprocket,
does something
cute.
that kind of irritates you, then it's donkey.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love it. Awesome. And what are your all's days and hours?
So we're Monday through Saturday. It definitely fluctuates with the weather. So
Sure.
we like to do our appointments in the morning or the evening. But with the time change, I'm learning definitely it's getting a little darker, quicker.
Yeah, those sunset rides are getting earlier and earlier,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
So, but yeah, we definitely are we fluctuate, and we can work with you guys on the schedule and stuff. But a lot of our lessons are in the morning.
I love it. Perfect. Awesome. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm. You guys are talking, and I'm just thinking of Silver, my old horse, and taking him apples and carrots and feeding him those. He would get so excited. So it just really is a treat to go and hang out with the horse. And I really encourage everybody, get out there, go to KNJ Therapeutic Writing, and tell them I sent you. Thank you guys so much for coming on today. And if there's anything else, just let me know, so we can cover it. Are you guys looking for anything from the community?
Yeah, definitely volunteers. And I gotta tell you, I just thought about this. Like when people come out to our facility, they're like, "Wow, this is beautiful," because it's so green and like we're like by a pecan orchard, right?
Oh,
Like,
perfect.
All these trees, and then you have water.
It's like the whole vibe.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then they're just like, wow, just being out in the sun, it does something to your mental state.
Yes.
Like, you feel refreshed.
100%.
Volunteers is a big for us. We've
Okay.
got our volunteer right here.
I love it.
Absolutely love it.
Yeah. So.
I love it. And how do they do the same way? Just
Yeah,
reach
they're
out to you
in
guys?
Yep,
Okay.
absolutely. We
Awesome.
do like a volunteer orientation probably every 90 days. It depends on how many volunteers we get. But yeah, if they are interested in either lessons or volunteers, please reach out. To us. Yeah.
And for the volunteers, is experience necessary?
No.
Beautiful.
No.
It's open to everybody who's interested in
Absolutely.
just enhancing their life.
All walks of life.
I love it.
Train them.
I love it. I love it. Well,
Absolutely.
perfect. Everybody, again, go to KNJ Therapeutic Writing, Gentle Reins. Follow them on Facebook, Instagram. Go to their Google. Plan your events, book your rides, and also consider if you have anybody in your family or you yourself, you're looking for a different form of therapy. Please consider doing this, right? All right, awesome. Thank you so much, ladies. I appreciate you. Did we cover the marketing question? Sorry. What type of marketing do you do, and do you have any tips and advice for businesses out there?
I mean, I was just thinking about like, how did you find us?
I think on Nextdoor.
Nextdoor.
Really?
Slid into the DM.
Wow.
I mean,
awesome.
I feel like what I've done is just reach out to like our local zip codes, and like even when I go to like lunch or eat at a restaurant, I just throw it out there like, hey, this is what we do.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are so amazing. They're just like, oh, I love horses.
Yes.
I love to ride a
Everybody
horse."
loves horses.
So, that way, I think it's just about building that community and having conversations.
Yeah.
With
Networking
people.
and
Networking.
perfect. And what type of marketing do you guys do?
This.
Yeah, and social media posts.
Social
Yeah.
media posts, like I definitely have a LinkedIn. It's been so organic with these horses. It's been so beautiful. We've been so blessed. Like, I mean, you bring up a conversation, and that's been our networking. Really,
Sure.
just getting out, talking, and having that organic conversation.
Yeah.
People are like,
You say horses, and people are like,
yeah,
what?
they just light up. I just feel like their like childhood comes out.
Sure, that makes a lot of sense.
So
I love it.
being out that way.
Excellent. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
All righty. Over here, we have the El Paso Sheriff Department. We have Sheriff Eric Vela. Thank you so much for coming. And Vanessa Tena. I really appreciate you guys coming in today. I'm super excited. Like, I'm a nerd for our heroes in El Paso. I really am. So thank you for coming in today. Thank you for being willing to come in and just kind of educate the city on what's going on. I love following your all social media, by the way, especially that your bars are always open posts. I'm sorry. I like to share those because, again, I feel like we have a heavy problem here in El Paso with drinking and driving. And so if I understand the assignment, basically, you know, I'm going to share it and hope that everybody does too, because we really want to try to deter these drunk drivers as much as possible. And that's what that is about, right?
Absolutely. It's a very creative take.
Yes.
on trying to combat, you know, that issue. And really what it is, it's a social issue, you know, because it's everyone's responsibility. Because even if you yourself are being responsible, sometimes you might be with someone who isn't responsible, and, you know, everyone on the road could be at risk and be put in
100%.
danger. So that one was fun. You know, we are very grateful that Sheriff Wiles allows us to be creative when it comes to some of the initiatives. Because I think sometimes that's what it takes, you know, is new positioning of a message so people can really understand and receive the message, you know, because I think we all have, at one point or another, we understand that drinking and driving isn't a good thing. But if we position it this way, it gets that conversation going, especially on social media. We've really seen it take off on social media. And so that's just one of the ways that we're, you know, evolving with the times, evolving with the technology, and using those as resources to, you know, attain that goal of El Paso being safer.
100%. And I feel like it's such a cultural thing here. You know, we all have like quinceañeras and baby showers and birthdays and this and that, like every weekend. I know, like, I feel like for 1 year straight, I was just like, I'm taking a hiatus on all this. I, you know, my parents were not happy, but I came back to it because it's just, we have to be there, and it's our family and everything, right? But at the same time, you have to understand your personal limits, right? And we have to have our own goals. I do not drink anymore. I have 15 years sober. I used to live in Austin, so I don't drink anymore because of Austin, and I'm so glad all that was pre-Fit Fam, pre-El Paso, pre-smartphones and all that stuff. You know, it's just a different world that we live in now. And so we're like Fit Fam, which I freaking love, and we're seeing it daily. We're seeing the accidents, the ditched cars, these kids stealing cars and then getting in wrecks and ditching them, you know. All kinds of things are happening in our city, but it's also, as we were talking about, it's also growing pains, unfortunately, right? Can you kind of give a little bit more information on that? I'm not exactly sure what the number is from pre-COVID to now, but I know we've had a lot of growth, a lot of movement into the city. So is there anything that you kind of want to touch on that?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, El Paso's grown so much in the last, I've been a sheriff for 13 years now, and in those 13 years, the county has just blown up immensely. I can only imagine what the city is. Our population in the county is growing and we're having to get more and more officers and more state. We're building a brand new substation in the next 2-3 years.
No way! I did not know that.
It's in the works. We're hoping that it happens faster, sooner than later, obviously, because the more of us that are out there, the safer the city is.
100%.
Sure, right? So hopefully that helps out, but El Paso is growing faster than I think then we can keep up with it. And the county realized it was going to grow, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It's one of those things.
It's a blessing and a curse all at once, right? And that's, I'm glad that you said that. So, because I did see a post that you guys did about obstacle course for your all's academy. Yeah, it was really cool. So I don't know, recruitment, if we can talk a little bit about that. And because I know it's the same, you know, we always hear the police academy here and everybody graduates and then they go somewhere else. No, we need you all to stay here. We're a big city. We need you to stay here.
It used to drive me crazy because I would drive on the freeway and I would see billboards for a different
Yes.
County, you know, trying to recruit.
They're poaching our stuff.
No, we need to stay in El Paso because it might be, you know, a different county from somewhere else. I'm like, no, we need to stay. But Yeah, so that is part of the Women Behind a Badge program that we have at the Sheriff's Office.
Right.
So it's actually an internal mentorship program that we have, and it's comprised of not only women, but a lot of our male employees that understand that even though law enforcement historically might have been a predominantly male occupation, women do have a place, anywhere, any room that they
100%.
want to be in. And my little sister actually just became a detention officer.
Congratulations!
So I introduced her to, and she's the total opposite of me. I don't think I'd ever be able to do that. And I actually tell the deputies that. I say, you guys don't understand that it takes a very specific
Certain type of person
to be able to do the job that you do. And a lot of them don't realize it because this is what I've always done. I've done this for many years. But me being a civilian employee, when I come in and I learn about their job and I learn about the different things that they do and the different aspects, I make sure I tell them what you do is fascinating.
Yes.
What you do, I don't think I'd be able to do.
Mm-hmm.
I would not be able to do some of the things that you all are required to do, and I like to appreciate them. And I think that is why our social media has evolved the way it has, and why we have such a strong emphasis on community partnerships, because I think the rest of the community also appreciates, not everyone can be in law enforcement, but we do appreciate the ones who can and that answer the call, because if we're able to hang out at our quinceañeras and we're able to hang out, with our family and friends,
an enjoyable life.
That there's someone out there that's helping to make sure that
100%.
we're safe. But it's also a responsibility, individually. But that obstacle course, it's the funniest thing. So they actually had me try it.
Oh, fine.
So
That
can
sounds
you
awesome.
give it a try and have everybody, and I'm like, and it's I think, and I was like, I'm here to take pictures and videos. They're like, no, get in there, Vanessa. So I did try it. I've done it a couple of times, and I think
fun. I wanna go
it's
try it.
intimidating because you're unfamiliar with it. But the reason why they do it is called a prep camp. So they allow applicants to come in and get familiarized with the course, because that course is part of your application process. So you must be able to complete that course within a certain time frame. I believe it's 2 minutes and 7 seconds.
My goodness.
For detention officers. So it just depending on your conditioning level.
That's so
depending on,
fun.
I thought I was a pro at climbing fences.
Oh man, I have never climbed a fence. I don't know if I could do that.
And I had a hard time. Yeah.
Did you?
It's not that tall, but it's interesting, and just going through that as a civilian, I've had such a great appreciation of, like, man,
The work that they do and the stamina and the shape that they have to keep and everything to be able to do all this 100%.
Yeah.
I was in the military for a very short amount of time, and I was a police officer in the military. And so, like, right now when we're talking, I had to do the gas chamber, and then I also had to get pepper sprayed and go through an obstacle course with that. I got pictures. It was so cool. But it was like, at the time, we were like, like, this is horrible, But not everybody can do that stuff, and then to still handle yourself in that situation. And so, it's very admirable. And like I said, I like Amigo Man, I'm a total nerd for our heroes, because they're not just the police officers. We have sheriffs, we have constables, we have everybody. And again, we kind of touched base on this a little bit, because I wanted to kind of just bring it back to the basics for people to kind of clarify, right? Because El Paso is growing, and we're seeing more of different entities more all around the city where we didn't really before. So can you kind of break it down and tell us the difference between the police and the sheriff and the constable and the Texas Rangers and the Border Patrol? Like, I just know that if you see any of them behind you with the lights on, you better pull over.
Yeah, for sure. Right? So, all of us are going to have different responsibilities as far as our districts are concerned.
Right.
But for the most part, we're all going to be Texas peace officers, right?
Okay.
So that gives everybody that jurisdiction and that right to make the arrest that we need to make the arrest for, right? As far as the sheriff's department, we're the entire county. El Paso County goes from there. Constables usually stick to their precincts in that area. PD's going to handle the city and their ordinances there. And then Texas Rangers will be throughout Texas. So they've got a big jurisdiction themselves too. Yeah.
That's crazy cool. I love it so much. Okay, so What else are you guys working on initiatives? I know that you guys also do a lot of, like you said, community outreach. And you guys are doing a coat drive right now, is that correct?
We are. So Sergeant Vela and myself, we are part of the Public Affairs and Community Service section.
Okay.
But we do see all of our patrol stations and every other section, they like to get involved with the community and any kind of community initiatives or causes that we can, get behind. I think that's kind of the preference, is being able to do things like that and make a difference in the community in that way is much more fun than writing citations.
Right? Like, you only do that stuff because you have to. You'd rather spend your time giving back to the community, right? Yeah,
so
100%.
I think that what we really want to do is create those positive touch points.
Okay.
So that's what our main responsibility is creating those positive touch points within the community, and that looks like many different things throughout the year. Tomorrow we've been collecting jackets because we have school resource officers that work out in some of the campuses out in the school district in the county, and I kept hearing these stories and instances where they'll get real close to the administration, they'll get real close to the kids, and sometimes they're like, yeah, they graduated and they moved on, and you get a close connection. But they said, there's this family that they only have one jacket, one solid jacket, and then it gets passed on from sibling to sibling. And if you outgrow the jacket, then you just have to make do with a long sleeve shirt, because they only have one good jacket. So this year, in lieu of doing a big turkey drive, we still have a station out in Montana that's helping to support a turkey donation for Thanksgiving. But this year, we decided to give thanks with warmth. So we've collected some jackets. We've identified some of the students out in the county schools, and the school resource officers are kind of
your eyes and ears.
They can give us the precision targeting on where exactly the needs are. So we will be delivering the jackets tomorrow to the students.
That's so cool.
It's going to be family units. So that's one example of a lot of the initiatives or causes that we like to support. This summer actually was one of, I think, something that I will always remember. We had someone reach out from the pediatric hospice group, and there was a child that his wish was to become a deputy. Like he just,
I see him dressed up as, okay, I'm telling you, I follow you guys.
So that was something that was extra
How
special.
cute.
And we can't, I'll all take credit for this, initiative. This was something, they reached out to us and said, hey, is there anything maybe you can just get us like a hat or, something where we can, and I said, you know what, we're going to make them sheriff for the day.
That's so cool.
So we coordinated the entire day. We actually got him an authentic uniform, a sheriff badge, like the actual sheriff badge.
He had boots, he had his pants.
He looks so happy. He was thrilled, over the moon in the picture.
And that, I really feel like we get more out of it than
100%, right? Giving is the best thing ever. Yeah.
So to make that day special, and I want it to be as authentic as possible. So we had a swearing-in ceremony.
Oh wow!
Some elected officials actually attended.
A debriefing.
He gave us.
Oh, how cool is that?
So I told them, I go, these are your deputies now. You're the boss, so you have to go. So the swearing-in ceremony happened at headquarters. We had some elected officials from various places in the county come over. They greeted him, met with him. And then I go, okay, we would have work to do. And the sheriff even joked, Sheriff Wiles, like, all right, well, I'm off today. You can take over. So we went around the corner to the patrol station, and he met and had a briefing with his deputies.
That's so cute.
And it was awesome. It was really, really neat
Memorable.
to be able to make that happen. And I'm really grateful, and I think a lot of the deputies also, they're peace officers, but the reason they become peace officers is because they do want to make a difference in the community.
Right, they do it for us.
Yeah,
they're here for us.
Yeah.
It's at times can be a thankless job, So I know everybody out there who, I don't know, I'm just gonna say it, Annie's Adventures. We support and we thank you guys for your service. So thank you for what you do for our community. That's very important, and we're not out there doing it right now because we have these heroes doing it. So I do want to encourage you guys, though, especially like you were saying, the women, that's such a cool initiative. But anybody who's interested in looking for a new career, what is the age and cutoffs and all that kind of stuff?
So you have to be 18 to be a detention officer, 21 to become a sheriff's deputy.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to be able to hold a gun.
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
I should say. Yeah, but it's pretty cool. Speaking of initiatives, we do have our Explore program. So it's not just for girls, right? This one's actually for the juveniles. So 14 to 20 years old, you guys should get trained by deputies. We try and do it twice a month and whatnot, and they come out.
No
We do
way.
community service projects, like they helped us out on our last run and stuff. So
That's
they get their
awesome.
community service hours for high school
Sure.
and whatnot, and then we're putting them through scenarios. We teach them CQB, we teach them family violence calls,
Inspiring them.
all that other stuff. And to me, it's pretty cool. Like, oh, I really do enjoy this, and I do want to pursue that career. And now you're not going in day one to your tryout, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, no,
You're like
it's
everyone
like
else.
that.
Yeah,
So,
you don't
or
know
you
what's going
start
on.
your first day at the jail, and you're kind of like, oh, I was not expecting this. And
Yes.
unfortunately, that happens a lot in law enforcement.
You get a
That
little taste
turnaround-
of it, right?
That turnover for us is really bad because you
Really?
go into it thinking it's one thing, and then you come in and you're like, oh, that is not what I thought whatsoever. Right?
Yeah.
So you kind of get that shell shock right off the bat, and unfortunately, we do lose a lot of people because of that. Right? So these little programs like the Women Behind the Badge and our Explore program, I think kind of give them a little taste for it.
Absolutely.
So it
That's
kind of
incredibly
shows- yeah,
important
it's
and
really
very cool that it's an opportunity for people out there.
We are looking for more cadets for our Explorer program. If you guys
Okay.
want to DM our Instagram, I keep an eye on that, so let us know, and then I'll reach out and let you know how to do that.
And that's there at the EP Sheriff Instagram? Okay, cool.
Yeah, or come visit us. I mean, there's lots of, I know sometimes it's scary, you know, you don't want to go to a patrol station or the headquarters, but
Why not? I think it's so cool. My dad was a cop. I'm like, yes. Can I ride in the car with you? Like, that would be my question.
That's I think the main goal and the main messaging is you know, we're people too.
Yes.
Come hang out with us, come have fun. Like we would love to you know, collaborate, explore. One of the cool things when I attend the OPSO course prep camps is there's a lot of individuals who came in and didn't think they could do it, and then they go
Surprise
through it, and they're
themselves.
like, man,
Proud of
I did
themselves.
it. Like, how do you feel? They just feel so proud.
Yeah.
You know, because they go in and they're not sure, and you see that confidence. You see them actually kind of stand up straight, their posture, and then that is really cool to see that transformation from when they first come in and they're kind of unsure, and then they actually do it, and then they realize it's like, no, like this was part of, you know, this was within you all along. Yeah, so that's really neat. And I think
Like, if I can do this that I didn't think I could do, the doors are all open.
Yeah, and the explorers go through the same thing. I think, you know, the deputies spend time with them, and you know, there is time where they're able to go through that OPSO course as well and do a lot of other things. And you see that confidence build. And even, I mean, it's okay to not know what you want to be when you grow up and to change your mind, because I still don't know what I want to do when I grow up. But it's nice to see that character development that comes with it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Man, I'm getting so much information. I love this. Is there anything coming up or anything you're looking for from the community?
Yes. We have our annual toy drive, Santa with a Badge, happening right now. Actually.
Okay.
I'm going to meet up some guys at one of our partners, and we're going to try and collect some toys at a Family Dollar on Pelicano.
Very cool.
We're going to be doing that throughout the month until December 14th, where we'll actually distribute those toys to kids in need and stuff. So you'll see the boxes at various Whataburgers, Family Dollars, at our headquarters, at all our substations.
Yeah.
And I believe at some Advanced Auto Parts. Luckily, we have a lot of community assistance in this one, so if we can get people to donate, that'd be awesome. For sure.
Excellent. Everything helps. And you mentioned Whataburger. I see you guys partner a lot with Whataburger. Like, who doesn't love that, right? You guys just had a milkshake challenge or something, and I'm so mad I didn't know about that.
The deputies just love getting those burgers. And it makes sense.
Screw your donuts.
It's open on graveyards, okay? So fall in love with them and coming up in the department.
Yeah, man, it's
Yeah,
Whataburger. Who doesn't love it? That's so cool. And you guys just had a milkshake challenge? What was that?
What a shake challenge.
Water shake challenge.
So that was a fundraising event to collect jackets.
Okay.
So that one again was us
So you
very
guys,
creative.
and
with
it's
it,
not just like
Whataburger.
come donate a jacket. It's like come
Let's
have fun with
it.
us.
Yeah, let's
Yes.
have fun. We
love
actually had
it.
one of the deputies actually participate. I think he was going to participate. Yeah, you can.
I want to see that. But like, what was it? A few years back, it was the Whataburger challenge, and it was like the 13 patty burger. The people were buying like 13 burgers and making one with it, and then seeing how many.
Same deputy that participated would probably try to eat that burger. 'Cause, yeah. But I mean, that's and I think any community partner, anybody out there that wants to collaborate with us, like we're very open.
I love it.
We're very open. We love to have these partnerships and come together and be creative, and you know, and that's something that I think isn't always known, you know, is that we're very open to having these fun creative partnerships.
Yeah, it's not something that has to be serious. You can do excellent things and have a good time while you're doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Awesome. Is there anything else that we want to mention or touch base on or let the community know about right now?
Yeah, so it's the holiday season, so we're getting ready for a lot of celebrations and gatherings.
Yes.
We live in a time where it's so easy to be responsible and plan ahead for a safe ride home.
Yes.
People might be aware of our DWI social media initiative, which is our bars are open 24/7.
Yes.
Kind of a play on the jail bars, but also the bars. But that's there because we really feel like we can leverage that social responsibility, you know, so everyone can kind of see and be like, I mean, I would hate if I had an unflattering mugshot out there, you know, and I think that's the least of the worry. The biggest worry is actually be to, you know, cause an accident that really hurts somebody.
Gosh.
You know, and it just the risk is way too high.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
And I mean, drinking and driving isn't an accident; it's a choice that happens at the beginning.
Yes.
You know, and I think once you're kind of too far down, it's kind
you don't even think about it. Everybody's fine to drive home, right? Everybody's fine, and they're the hero and so strong and everything when they've had a few. But you're making the wrong choice. Yeah. And it's in today, 2024, we have Uber, we have Lyft, we have mom, we have dad. Like, come on. Like, just be responsible and stop thinking about yourself.
Yeah.
To me, I feel like that is the big thing. We all come together in tragedy, right? We're a beautiful town. We love each other. But on the day-to-day, we need to care about each other all the freaking time. On the roads, in the school zones, I live on McKinley and Copia. Once a month, there's an accident there, and so I'm going to start a petition to try and get stop signs or speed bumps or something there. But it's just speeding. It's you got to get there 5 seconds sooner to do what? To do what? Like leave your house sooner. You know, it's just we're in a big city. You have to change your thought process. You have to seriously think about everybody else right next to you, not just yourself. That's my two cents on that matter.
Absolutely. And then so with the holiday season, also we want to make sure that everybody's being very conscientious or safe about any deliveries getting sent to your house.
Thank you for mentioning that.
We don't want to encourage any of those sticky fingers to come in and kind of swipe those boxes. Although we have Ring cameras, you know, they're there and they can assist with some of the investigations, but sometimes they're not there to stop it, you know. So I think you can plan, you know, some of the deliveries to be there. Maybe if you get home, maybe talk to your neighbors and ask them, hey, can you bring the package inside until I get home?
Right. Or they also give you like a place to drop off. Like I know on my porch, I asked for a certain area that you can't see through the streets to drop them off, you know, and that's important, whether it's on your porch or in your cars, because we're all doing Christmas shopping. And, you know, I see it all the time on the Ring notifications that these kids or so-and-so's out looking for open doors on the cars. It's like the nightly routine, it seems like. So we protect ourselves too. All you have to do is click the button. Click the button, lock your stuff up, take your stuff inside.
Don't even allow that opportunity.
100%.
It's a huge understatement, actually. A lot of the burglaries that we handle are open doors.
Thank you for saying that. Say that one more time for the crowd in the back.
For sure. Like people that don't lock their doors are just leaving it up to chance at that point, right? And like you said, most of these thefts are opportunistic. So they're gonna go, they're gonna search, they're gonna check 5 cars that are all locked.
And it takes them 3 seconds.
And they come to yours
and they
that's
move
unlocked,
on.
and
now you're the one.
Your phone, your purse, whatever else.
But you let them. You put yourself in that
them.
position.
Yes.
Yeah. And so it's just taking care of, again, of our property, our neighbors, see something, say something kind of thing. That is a very good point to bring up. Thank you for saying that.
So public safety is all of our responsibility.
100%.
You know, it really takes a community. It really does. And that's really what community policing is all about.
Yes.
And that's something that we really try to foster is a really strong relationship with the community, because that's really going to help. I mean, that's going to help us all have fun and be safe in our beautiful
100%. And there's so much to enjoy here. Sorry, right now as you're talking, have you guys ever seen The Burbs?
Yes.
You remember community arrest? Like when I was a kid, I was like, I always wanted to do that. You know, like
I want a civilian arrest. us.
Yes, but it's so crazy. It's so, don't do it. Don't do it, El Paso. Don't try this at home. But it's crazy because you are seeing that nowadays. You're seeing El Pasoans take their streets back. You're seeing El Pasoans like follow these drunk drivers and hold them until the police get there. It's just kind of crazy. It's a crazy time. It's the Wild Wild West.
It is the Wild West.
It's crazy.
Sheriffs and horses.
Yes, and that's beautiful. This is what I'm talking about. Sheriffs and horses. We're West Texas. Yes, we do ride horses. I can just see some beautiful things coming out of this. But do we cover everything, guys? Did we want to mention anything else?
No, I think a marketing tip
Yes,
for
please.
us is we've leaned into doing something that's out of the norm, you know, and doing something different. If everyone's going right, you go left.
Yes.
But really also think about your audience, you know, and where is it that they're spending time, what's going to resonate with them, because sometimes not everything's going to work for your audience. And so there's no point in you trying to, you know,
100%.
Yeah, so I think allowing yourself to be creative with the messaging, never losing sight of that anchor, which is the audience, and making sure that whatever message, whatever platform you use is where your audience is.
100%. That's a great point. And do you have any tips or advice for businesses out there?
Utilize the free resources, right? So social media for the most part is free unless you boost it or sponsor it. Utilize partnerships.
100%.
You know, do cross collaborations. We work very closely with of course, the community partners. When a lot of them are businesses, but then we also work with the news media. And sometimes, I mean, in other cities, it's the news media and then law enforcement kind of against each other. But for us, we understand that it's like a reciprocal relationship. So they understand, you know, we need to get some of the critical information out to them, but then we can also count on them to help us spread the word, you know, about our toy drives, our coat drives, or any of the initiatives that we have. So foster those relationships, because that's all gonna kind of help your overall
100%. Perfect. All right. Did we cover everything, everybody? Did we cover it? That's excellent information. And El Paso's always been like who you know and all that kind of stuff, but you got to get out there and talk to people in order to know them, right? So let's start doing that. And I 100% agree on the partnerships. It's super important. It's been the last couple of years. That, and I will also say video production is huge. Video is the most seen type of content out there that people spend the most time on. So I encourage that. That being said, how do I flip this thing? So what's up? You guys know I work at Leo Marketing. We're a local full-service marketing agency here in Central El Paso. We completely understand the El Paso market. We are not on mañana time. You need something yesterday, I got you. We are full service, so everything is a la carte, prepay. You just need a 30-day notice. We try to be as easy to work with as possible. That being said, we can help you with TV, radio, billboard, print, and online streaming. I can book and broker those deals for you. It does not cost you anything to use me to do those negotiations on your behalf. In-house, I can help you with video production. We have the largest video production studio in the Southwest here in Central El Paso. We also have a video production company within Leo Marketing. So if you need video production, whether with your team, you can go on and rent from us. You can hire our team. But we got you on that. We make monthly trips to LA to bring back the newest and greatest equipment, so El Paso has that. We say it's Hollywood quality, but El Paso pricing. So we can help you with video production, social media, graphic design, photography, SEO, SEM, Google stuff, community outreach, PR, literally everything and anything under one roof here in Central El Paso. So if you need help and wanting to take your business to the next level, please reach out to me. I would love to help you, whether it's with Leo Marketing or Annie's Adventures. I'm here to help. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Thank you so much for joining me at home, and I'll see you next time. But real quick sponsor shout out. Thank you so much to Star City Studio for always allowing me to use this beautiful space for this weekly show. I literally couldn't do it without you guys. Make sure to follow them. They have a very cool jam session coming up, and I think it's the first Monday of December, or it's the second. Don't quote me on that, but it is coming up, and it's so much fun. It's basically like karaoke. You can go on and bring your instrument or your voice, or just come and watch like me. Nobody wants to see me or hear me sing or nothing like that, but I come and watch, and it's free. And basically like karaoke, you put your name on a list and you get to go up and jam with a whole band. And so if you have new music you're trying to play and you're like, I want to hear what it sounds like you have a whole band to play with. or it's that favorite song, whatever it is, but it's a lot of fun, and I encourage you guys to come out and do that. Also, Viva La Mocha, if you guys need any type of printing, please reach out to them. They just moved next to Paradigm in the Kern area. I also have Rose's Cantina. Go and support them. Their food's amazing, and they always have live entertainment Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Don't drink and drive. Be responsible. Also, El Paso Zoo Society. I love them. They're partnering up with Lincoln Dairy. They're doing amazing things out there, so please go and support them. Everything helps, guys. This dairy's been around forever, and they're just really going to help elevate it for all of us, for the community. It's free to go out there. I'm just saying, give back. And then one more, El Paso Family Dental. Thank you so much from a smile. If you guys are looking for a new dentist, I highly encourage you to check them out. They do everything and anything. No job is too big or small. Amazing transformation work that they've done. Please check out their social media. You can see those examples. But again, thank you guys for going local, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.
Hey guys, my name is Lenora. I'm the program director for KNJ, and I just wanted to do a quick announcement. We are in search for land in the West Side area, Canutillo area. Our program is growing so much. We're so blessed in that area that we need to find bigger space. So if you know anyone with a minimum of 2 acres that they're selling or renting, but selling preferably, because we do have a herd of horses that we need to house, please let us know. Please let Annie know,
Yes.
and we would love that opportunity to purchase. So thank you so much for everything you guys do. Thank you for loving on us. We appreciate you guys so much.
I love it. And again, we need it here in Texas, on the west side, preferably 2 acres minimal.
Yes,
Awesome.
please.
Yes, please.
Is there anything else we wanted to add?
Just thank you.
Thank you so much, guys.
Yes, I love it. Thank you, guys.